I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. Well, regardless, I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
May all our efforts add to the equation.
Yeah!
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone. Tend to the injured as best I can.
Algorithmic dissonance?
had all the help he needed.
Like a cemetery.
So many lives needlessly lost. An avoidable, predictable tragedy.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Am I misremembering it? No. Unless... Wiley would know this, I'm sure. Agent, oh thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. what you say is true. That is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? You're right. This is all my fault. I should have realized my friend was in crisis. I should have seen the warning signs. All evidence to the contrary. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Yes, regardless of their current actions, those people up there are still members of the Order. My colleagues and friends. Please remember that. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
I assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equations. Ready to be the hole in their math?
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
That's all bluster. We're an unpredicted variable in his equations, and he knows it.
Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order and some...
The charismatic mathematician was not so dissimilar to us. He donned his jumpsuit 1.3 pants legs at a time.
Do not trust anyone who doesn't show their work. Timeless advice from the charismatic mathematician.
Enemy spotted.
Nice of Sheer Wiley to leave us this nightlight. Rejuvenation device.
That device may be the deciding factor whether you live or die in the near future. Unless you can expedite hemostasis and proliferate new tissue on your own within a fraction of a second.
No. But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal thresholds.
Your mother must be so proud.
Indelibly eradicate algorithmic dissonance. Integral precision is blissful. After all, garbage value input produces garbage value output. Verifying hostile presence. Anticipating trouble. Investigating phenomena. He's investigating disturbance. Attributing it to incidental environmental factors. May all solutions precede problems.
Those junction boxes look familiar. The
Unspecified.
N-ray scanner should show how to fire. Random element! Stun weapon ready, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Balancing the equation.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time. Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites, be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
I'm aware of the errors of his methodology, but Long's overall opinion is still... Wait, why am I arguing with you about this? Actually,
An outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
It's Fibonacci.
found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think... Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later.
Threat detected.
Huh?
Terminating unproductive activity.
Unfriendly nearby.
Assessing.
Scoping out a hostile.
After all, garbage value input produces garbage value output.
Aborting search.
The charismatic mathematician predicted that in our prime, we might only be divided by ourselves. And lo, it came to pass.
It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing to preceding numbers.
Indelibly eradicate algorithmic dissonance.
Time for a quick dip.
acquired the scholarship we asked for. You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Those who do not follow the plan will be thrown into trouble.
Progressing! I have a fix on their weaknesses. Locking them down. They're benumbed. It feels so terrible. Just for mayhem. That.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice, but that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Wait, isn't this where we came in? Did they make this place confusing on purpose? Isn't this fancy? Guessing these are the abbot's quarters. I see the good abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods. Never works.
Intervention, she would make peace with the primitive minds of Auntie's choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries, if not millennia. Blood spilled today is merely correctional ink. Primitive minds of Auntie's choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries, if not millennia. The blood spilled today is merely correctional ink. Stamped onto I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. What were we talking about again? I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is, then.
Praise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost his wits! Kept going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs. That must be where he hid the key to stop the press.
Hurry!
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
It's a fight!
An enemy.
Check your scope for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Fortificator at ready status. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Taking the fight out of them. Fortification in progress.
Your possibilities are limited.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Refresh ammunition. Source of disturbance now evident. In process.
Target analyzed. Lay down.
Wrist weapon prime.
Anomalous outliers.
It's a fight.
I'm in my prime.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
we've effectively begun their puzzle. Idiots.
This laborious exercise is obviously intended to consume precious time.
Ah, see? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back?
Hurry! Disable the card press machine!
Thank the Arch...
Time will tell if that was a good idea.
Not that I was concerned, mind you.
Thank you, stranger. We should be okay here for now. Go pay Wiley his just dividends. For all of us.